Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I'm giving you guys a rundown of every single crypto I'm going to be buying in the near future for some crazy gains. I've said it before. I literally did a video on this yesterday, but there were some video problems. So today I'm redoing it, plus adding a couple of different coins that are a little bit easier to buy. As very often in the comment section, I see people saying, Dusty, don't only put in the 100x gems, put in altcoins that we can buy right now too. So today, a lot more coins, a lot more coverage, and a good freaking portfolio, if you ask me, for the near future. Having said that, I also got a couple of people saying, oh, it's one big advertisement. There wasn't a single sponsored coin in this entire video. So I'm just letting you guys know about my portfolio and my choices. So if you had any questions, there you go. Now, having said that, our first topic I almost dropped my phone. Our first topic on the line here is Bitcoin. Why am I? Nope, I'm not. I am not buying a single piece of Bitcoin. I am literally selling my Bitcoin for altcoins. And you saw me a little while ago go all in on Bitcoin. It was a couple of months ago. And then I told you guys, I'm piece by piece selling more Bitcoin for some alts. Right now, guys, I'm going really balls deep into altcoins, fully diving into it. And that doesn't mean I'm selling all my Bitcoin, because I obviously got to hold some, but I am not buying a single piece of additional Bitcoin for right now, because even though they're making really good progress, I believe altcoins right now is where the major money is getting made. So that's definitely what I'm going for. And guys, I basically have split up this video into a couple of different sections and a couple of different ways to get access to crazy gains in crypto, because let me tell you. All right, let me actually put a timestamp for that. We have the way of buying via launch pools and launch pads, which basically means a launch pool, launch pad, you engage with that and you get access to coins before others, or you get more of those coins early, so to speak. That is the potential for crazy freaking gains, like 100x your investment, 50x your investment, 20x your investment, 500x your investment, but there's some restrictions. There's also juicy altcoins that are, just high cap, so to speak. So an AVEX, for example, a crypto.com, and that really puts me into category number 3, which is the exchange tokens, like a crypto.com, a BNB, and an FTT. I usually talk about those, and they kind of overlap here, but that's the 3 sections I usually like to go for and buy, because they are the highest, I guess the lowest risk with a very high return. Because if you're going to buy yourself a 2,000 place altcoin, there's just a chance it's going to get nowhere. But if you're on the top side with altcoins that are already doing extremely well, that you just know are going to push further. Guys, I have quadrupled my money with Crow over the last 3 weeks or so. It's been a crazy crypto, and we all expect it to continue on a sort of parade over the next couple of months, as I've already let go of a couple of expectations and predictions, but we'll get to that in just a second. First of all, let's quickly focus on the Bybit tools. So Bybit, there's a couple of cool links for it down below for some bonuses. You might want to check that out. But right now, guys, I'm really heavily getting into the launch pool and launch pad. The Launchpad, you just stake your freaking bit on and you get to buy some of these tokens. Our Gene, the coin that we last bought, did extremely well. We got some complaints because the launch was strange, but if you actually bought during the launch, it was at about $12. You would have still tripled your money over the last couple of days here. So it's a pretty good launch overall. It's a pretty good crypto overall to have, if you ask me. I think this PTU that's launching in a couple of days here, right now, it's calculating the amount of BIT you have, I believe, or I think it's right now already doing that, the amount of BIT that you have, that will also decide how much you can buy into it. This is most likely just free gains for most people who can enter. So what I would personally say, right, not financial advice, because at the end of the day, this is all just my own opinion. I would say make sure you get yourself some BIT, stake it on the platform, meaning you just keep it there and make sure it's in your balance, and you'll get some chance to buy into this crypto. And it's most likely just juicy gains for absolutely free. You can actually stake it, however, too, on the launch pool into multiple different cryptos, as it will usually also bring you a good ROI. Having said that, Bybit is not the only one. You can actually do this over on Binance too, and on Binance it's been pretty successful. I actually have one Twitter post that I'm not showing you guys right now, but I did have open, where it's just pretty damn juicy to stake right now. Let me quickly see if I can find it right now over on my Twitter. I think I pressed the like button on it. I think it's right here. Yeah, so for example, on the Binance Smart Chain, there's a lot of projects like these which get launched via Binance, and most of them actually do well from the price that you can buy them at over on Binance. I mean, I bought Alice, for example, bought Dodo. A lot of them just did really, really, really well over time. Chili's I also bought via that. So it's always a thing to look into to just kind of get yourself, I don't know, I can always say get yourself into those coins even though you might not be able to buy too much of them. Now, another one in my list here, right, is the VLaunch. So you already heard me talk about this, and once more guys, it's not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, this one. So the VLaunch, the reason I say maybe check it out is because there's a couple of ways to get some tokens for free by being active in their chat boxes. There's quite a lot of these launch pads, as this is again another launch pad, where you can most likely get some coins for free or some allocations for free, but this one hasn't even launched just quite yet. So even though once more, there's no real benefit in me, you know, kind of pushing you towards their Telegram, because I'd rather have you join mine. It is just honestly a pretty cool idea to do, as you might get some benefits from it. Just so being completely honest with you, there are a couple of benefits there, and you might get yourself some free tokens in the future. So make sure you do check it out. But then again, stay in our Telegram to make sure you're updated with everything. No, guys, but honestly, make sure you at least involve yourself and check around for what the free options are. As I kind of went to look through it, and I'm not exactly sure how exactly get the free tokens, but I do believe that there are a couple of ways for it. So once more, make sure you do check it out. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this. A couple other coins I mentioned were the Magic Craft and Open Origins ones. These were basically involved with the NFT space, with the gaming, the metaverse space. And I kind of believe it's going to have the same path as Gene, which does extremely well right now. These coins have not launched just quite yet. This Magic Craft one has proper backing, meaning if we look at the team here, they have all the YouTubers inside of it, which is why I thought, that might be a really smart one. The Open Origins basically works with BlueZilla, which is why I think, might be a really smart one. Don't want to spend too much time on those because they're, you know, juicy, but I already kind of covered them before, so I don't want to, you know, spend too much time on things which you guys already know. And then I'm going to head over into the 100x, 500x gems. So Lovelace, it's apparently launching tomorrow, at least one version of it. Now, it's launching on the paid network, it said, and I'm a little bit confused because I found some contradictory information. On some different places, it says 23 is the TGE, the token generation event. And in BlueZilla, it also says, again, 23 is going to be the date. Now, over on their platform here, everywhere basically it says 23, 22, 22, 23. Every single where. And here, by the way, is how you get into that stuff. Here's take a little screenshot of this if you didn't know how to get into Lovelace, even though I've already made a video about Lovelace over on my channel, exactly how you can buy into it and how you can get this done. But basically, it's going to be on the BSC pad and the ADA pad. We knew about all of that. I basically got all the little pieces for it here. Then again, I just noticed this in the Lovelace chat box. We are thrilled to announce the next project coming to Ignition, Lovelace. Lovelace is a metaverse as a service platform that you can use to create and engage in the NFT experiences, play to earn games, digital economies, and worlds spanning Cardano and other chains. Apparently, it's going to also have, Lovelace, by the way, a basically a launch pad functionality, but also it's just metaverse, so it's most likely just going to do well. Here it says IDO 26th, so I was kind of confused. But then if you look at their Twitter, it says the IDO moved, if you look all the way back here, to the 22nd. I think at the top here somewhere. Here we go. So let's quickly see if I can find it. Somewhere over on their Twitter it said it. Oh, never mind. Now it said, it says the 26th here. Maybe I was wrong a little bit with that. Maybe not sure exactly how I thought about it then. Oh no, here we go. So the launch is here. It's going to be the 22nd. They did put it somewhere. I think it might have been in their Telegram or so that they put up that they're going to launch a little bit earlier. So just kind of hold my word on that one, that I did see it in one of their contact places. But I might have just lost it here because I've been doing so much digging over the last couple of hours, guys. I've been trying to find a lot of good stuff. I've been trying to kind of combine things to see what the best strategy is going to be for myself and of course for other people watching as well. But I'm a little bit confused then with what's going to happen tomorrow in terms of that the launch is going to be then. Maybe it's just going to be that you can start buying it in on paid tomorrow, but it's not a IDO because paid. Whoa. Okay, I basically fell off my chair. Let's put the chair back into action. There we go. Hopefully nobody's going to come to this hotel room and see if I'm dead. Okay, that was an interesting predicament. Alright guys, I just recouped for a little second to make sure I was all good. I'm gonna leave that in, I think it's kind of funny. But yes, tomorrow is gonna launch on paid network November 22nd. It's gonna be really interesting to see that because at first they had paid later, but I guess because Kyle, the founder of this, decided that it would be better if it launched first because of all the hype, they switched it over, most likely because they have quite some influence in the crypto space. These guys are very well known, very legit. I know them in real life. Never worked with them before. I've never used a paid network myself, but a lot of the guys that I know are really a fan of it. And it's also another one of those launch pads where you have to stake the tokens, the paid tokens, and you get access to buying in. So if you're looking for something, you might want to check that out, just saying. But apparently it's going to launch on those tomorrow and on our pads that we knew the next couple of days. I'm interested though to kind of see why they've made that choice, why they moved it over. So on Pancake the 23rd, but before that already on paid. So it's gonna be. I'm just gonna be watching this tomorrow. Ooh, I'm not even sure we're gonna be able to watch it tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna be watching it on the 23rd once it launches on Pancake Swap, as I'm usually most excited for that. However, paid does have its own DEX, I believe, because here it says your borderless legal toolkit and IDO platform. I didn't actually know it was that they had a decentralized exchange on there. I thought it was only like a. I thought it was only a launch pad, but I guess who cares? We'll see what comes out of that. Now, actually, because of this paid network and because of the guys in there, I actually got introduced to people from, let's quickly see here, a couple of different projects. One of them being Cryptoland. So right now, there's definitely not too much you can do, but I called them over on the phone, talked to them, and guys, this is a really crazy project. I'm honestly really excited about them, and even though the website is not too amazing, they do some serious stuff. So one of the things which they do, guys, is if you check it out, they have a little video, I believe, right here. But more importantly, if you check out the website, they have free NFTs, about 10,000 of them, which will give you access to crypto-only events on their island, which they're buying in Fiji. Pretty damn cool. So the guy from the platform bought one of these plots for quite a lot of ETH, 320 to be exact. If you want to buy one as well, you basically get access to a part of private land over in Fiji. Very interesting. Not sure if I was allowed to say that. I do believe so, though I believe all the information is out there, so whatever. And apparently this is going to be a crypto-only type of thing. And if you are an NFT holder, one of the 10,000, you at least get access to events and whatnot on this island. But once more, if you buy one of these NFTs, you get the actual land underneath there as well, which I think is really damn cool. Having said that, another one that I got introduced to just now is Winkies. And this is actually a little bit strange how I got introduced to it, but it's because one of my, I guess, fellow YouTubers of crypto here was on the board. And whenever I see that, guys, I get excited. And then I went to look into it, and oh boy, both these rounds here, the funding rounds basically, have been done, basically gone in a very, very short amount of time. And right now, the minimum invest for the next round is so low that I just had to make a video on it, guys. And what I've read here is the first global educational games metaverse. Think about this. We talk about metaverse every single day on this channel. But educational games metaverse? I want to scratch my freaking eyes out just thinking about it. That is such an amazing idea. So we've talked before on this channel how I really honestly like when gaming and education come together. Because when I used to be a little bit younger, I used to like any sort of educational material that was filled with games, or the other way around. Hopefully you guys get that a little bit. So them taking it over to crypto, I think, is such a smart idea. And the fact that one of the guys that I really know like that is on the board gives me a whole feeling of trust. Then again, the founder of Paid, basically, of the Launchpad, which we just saw, is also in there. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, but he's in the shareholders, advisors, and partners part, where I'm like, it's hard for this one to go wrong as well. And I think round 3 just started, so I'm definitely going to be getting into that. Let's quickly see. I was a little bit late to the party, not gonna lie to you. But you can see here, it just started a couple of, just about 7 minutes ago, I think it just started. And already here, it's about half sold out. So if you wanna get into this one, make sure you enter quickly. Not sure what the maximum for this one is, but I'm definitely gonna be buying some myself. I can, of course, not make any guarantees for how well this one will do, but I'm definitely gonna be buying myself some. And I hope, maybe there's actually, I hope that I can get, I'm gonna contact them. Maybe I can get you a link for this one as well. I'm not sure. Maybe I can actually get you guys a link where we get some extra tokens, because I believe when I talked to them on the phone, these guys, they said I can get a whitelist going, which basically means that you guys can get some free NFTs if I do a sort of giveaway or of sorts. I'm not exactly sure anymore, guys. I'm just being completely open and honest with you with what exactly I talk about and whatnot. And with here, I'm not sure exactly, but I believe I might have a link where you guys get some extra tokens or something like that. I'm gonna try get my best done. Otherwise, guys, I'm still personally saying it might be a good idea to check this one out. I'm gonna personally pick myself up some tokens. I want to have them. I think it's really smart. Read through it though and check for yourself to see if it's a smart idea. But this is one gem that I don't see many people talking about. I did see it a couple of times over on YouTube, but not too many. But it's definitely worth to keep an eye on. So once we're to conclude things up, there's a couple of different sectors of coins buying that I think is smart. One thing that I think is underrated, and I've kind of not done the timestamps here properly because I fell off that chair, man, which is pretty funny. One thing that's pretty underrated, if you ask me, is airdrops, by the way. So how airdrops usually work is you basically go to CoinMarketCap, go to calendars, go to free airdrops, get yourself into them by just pressing literally the buy button, or I guess you don't really press the buy button. You go to one of these things, press on it, sign up a little bit through this little section, bada boom, bada bing, you got it. There's another way though, which is to actually go, for example, for XP Ledger airdrops. Guys, I'm kind of getting distracted here because there's so much information in this video. Okay, let me actually recoup that. There's a couple of ways to get yourself free airdrops. Either to go to CoinMarketCap, press free airdrops, and kind of sign up for all of these. There's also free XP Ledger airdrops. All you have to do is set a trust line for that. I made a video on my channel before on how to set trust lines and how all that stuff works. So what's the benefit from airdrops? Usually they're free, and usually they do tend to make some money because there's some sort of hype around them. With XP Ledger airdrops, the good side is they're a lot easier to get. Negative side for those is a lot of them don't actually have value. But I would also suggest getting into as many airdrops as you possibly can that are not too scammy, in the sense that you don't have to put up your private key to get them. And I would say that's always good. You know, airdrops, if they're free, is completely juicy. NFTs, whenever you can get them, is pretty juicy as well, because why not? And I would also say try as many pre-sales as possible. Please, guys, make sure you're really careful because there's a lot of scams going around, but pre-sales usually are a really nice one. And so even for Lovelace right now, I would still say, hey, if you didn't yet, make sure you check out the BSC pad and the ADA pad to see if there's any way to get into the staking or the launch pad for Lovelace, as I think they're juicy. Now, at the end of the day here, guys, I did tell you I'm going to mention a couple of coins that I think are really juicy to hold. And to kind of make my list quick and simple, I honestly think any coin here that is involved with a platformer is very smart to hold. We're talking about BNB, we're talking about Crow, we're talking about FTT, if I can find in this list right here. FTT, I'm really excited about. We're talking about KCC. We're talking about BITRUE token. Think about any exchange that you know. Go look up any exchange. See if they have a token, and then, at least if you ask me, right? It's smart to get a little bit of that token as they'll keep expanding. Then again, I'm also talking about traditional platformers. That is also always smart to have at least a couple of them in your portfolio, a good split. And that is, again, partially BNB, but let's talk about Solana, an ADA, an AVEX, an Elrond Gold, an Algorand, potentially a Matic/Polygon. Those are also smart to have because they're platformers. Now we have the pretty certain value with huge boosts potential. So XRP, a VeChain, a VeChain. Those two are, XRP and VeChain are pretty smart to hold from that perspective. And then there's a couple which I just think are really juicy right now, which are metaverse coins like Mana, Sand, and whatnot. This is what I'm focusing on right now, guys. Those cryptos in that little area is what I'm focusing on. And yes, you might think, Dusty, why do you have like a 30 crypto portfolio? Isn't that way too much? If you think diversification is bad, we're on different levels, guys. I hold a lot of different crypto because I'm pretty bullish on a lot of them, and I think that's the best way to go about crypto. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? I'm not exactly sure if I want to upload this video or if I'm going to redo it and do it again. I've already redone this video twice because I was not satisfied, so maybe I'm just going to post it now. But if you have any questions still, just join the Telegram and ask around. And I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit chaotic, guys. I just fell off a chair, you know, so cut me some slack.